The day that disco died was the day that this beer should have been the #1 seller. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe that's wrong. Who knows? Beer, 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 ba beer, ba beer, beer, beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Mate Brewski, for another Rooski Brewski review. And today the beer that I have for you guys is a short can. And you know me and short cans, they should only be... Short cans should only be a thing for macro beers. Craft beer does not deserve to be in a short can. Especially when you're pushing out tall boy prices. We'll get to that in a little bit. But today we have from Left Field Brewery out in Toronto, Ontario, we have Disco Demolition Night Double IPA. Boom, 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 boom. 7.8% alcohols by volume. So in my opinion, it's right around that double IPA mark. For me, I think it's about 8%. But 7, 8, am I really going to bitch and complain about 0.2% alcohols by volume? No, not really. But, you know, just a little bit. 7.8% alcohols by volume. No listed IBUs on the can website, or I lied, Untappd does have 70 IBUs. Disco Rules is painted over Disco Sucks and on a baseball diamond. Don't know where disco falls into baseball and Left Field's baseball vibes, but maybe we'll find out. Let's crack this bad boy open, see what we got. Short can, not a fan. Again, short cans for macro beers and shotgunning. If you're shotgunning a tall can, good for you. I'd rather not burp and be that uncomfortable. But hey, to each their own. Let's pour it up, let's see what we got. Is it going to be hazy? Is it going to be clear? So far it's kind of clear, and it can't pour that much because it's a short can, and that sucks. Boom. And boom. Slight little bit of haze, not too much. Nice golden color, nice white head on top. Very big head on those particular pours that I've been doing as of late. That's totally fine. Let's dive in on that nose. On the nose, to be completely honest, smells like any other double IPA. Gonna be frank. Dank, piney, juicy. A little bit of grapefruit. Mangoes, pineapples, guava, bit of passion fruit. Yeah, I've smelled many IPAs, double IPAs and whatnot, and get more or less the same sort of aromas. This one does dry out the nose a bit more. Maybe a little bit of alcohol. Note to it, sharp phenolic alcohols. Is that right? I think that's right. I don't remember. But yeah, definitely drier on the nose. Hot, boozy alcohols. Not something you usually get on double dry hopped IPAs and big ABV'd IPAs. This one stands out in that regard. Let's dive in. Okay. Wow, well, that was a bit underwhelming. A bit underwhelming. Need another sip. Cheers, everybody. Let's keep on drinking. Up front, it's a mixture between semi-sweet tropical juiciness of mangoes, guavas, slight bit of passion fruit, and an umami-esque savoriness. And then moves into a dank, light resiny light piney resiny note, and then finishes blandly clean. Yeah. Beginning somewhat tropical juiciness of, again, mangoes, a bit of orange, a slight bit of passion fruit and guava, and then that rich, savory, umami-esque sortness or sort of flavor, which is does not stand in well with the tropical juiciness, and then ending on a slight resiny, piney bitterness, and then finishes awkwardly and clean. Awkwardly clean. Awkwardly clean is the best way to shave your face. False. Never shave your face. I did that. Look at me now. I'm fucking ugly. Yeah, it's bland and underwhelming. For a split second, great when those tropical fruit hits for like a quick 1-2. Pretty good. After that, pretty boring. Pretty boring. Not overly bitter. Don't really get the 70 IBUs on this. Not super bitter. Just bland and lackluster. Disco Demolition Night looks like they just demoed this. Double IPA, 7.8% alcohol by volume. 70 IBUs according to Untapped. No description. We have ballpark pairings of Nashville hot chicken and chorizo sausage. Ingredients are water, malted barley, wheats, oats, hops, and yeast. Brewed and canned at Left Field Brewery Incorporated. Left Field, you do some good work, but this is not it. Packaged on the 23rd of September, 2021, so just under 2 months old. That may be a factor, so keeping that in mind. Website, leftfieldbrewery.ca. Go to the, what am I under? Shop? Beer page? Beer shop page? I just hit the first link on Google. You scroll down a bit, you will find Disco Demolition Night Double IPA. You can save $2 on a 4-pack, which is kind of cool. Description reads, we've reimagined Disco Demolition Night, one of baseball's most dangerous ballpark promotions, that's where it fits into the baseball theme, as a disco dance party and brewed it as a celebration of disco music and culture. I'm not a fan of disco. Letting you know. It is an explosively juicy double IPA bursting with flavors of orange, pineapple, and hints of gentle strawberry. Did not get pineapple or strawberry or explosive juicy. I got like half juicy, half savory, a bland end. Maybe it is the age of the beer, but at 2 months, there's something wrong there. Rounded out by a slightly dry medium finish. Definitely more dry on my end right here. Contains wheat, ABV 7.8, ballpark pairings, Nashville hot chicken, chorizo sausage. Definitely some solid pairings indeed. Don't know what wrong. Don't know where this beer went wrong. I'm going to chalk it up to age and maybe storage of the LCBO, because we all know how well they do with storing beer. And also the fact that Left Field usually does some pretty, stellar jobs with their beers. This one just seems to be an outlier of the bunch. Disco Demolition Night has been given to 3.84 bottle caps out of 5, and that's out of, that's over 1,200 ratings. So 384, that's a respectable number. Sadly, I'm just not seeing it with this particular can. There's a little bit of the strawberry. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not really down with this beer. The back end and that umami savory sort of note really just turns me off. I want that like split second beginning of juicy tropical goodness throughout. Sadly not getting it with this particular can. I don't think it's Left Field's fault. I think it's just the age of the can and maybe the way it was stored. Could just be me. But for the price though, for a single 355 ml tallboy can at $3.95 for this beer, Almost $4 for a short can. I'm not going to be the first to think it. I may not even be the first person to say it. But Left Field, I'm calling you out on this. You do good beer. Don't get me wrong. But you and your decision to go to short cans, yet still have consumers pay the price of tall cans, in my mind is a little ridiculous. Again, I don't know the numbers. I'm not an accountant. I'm just a brewer. So I don't know anything about money and the shit that goes into it as of yet. But is this short can worth $4? In my humble and honest opinion, fuck no. Fuck no. Body on here though is pretty great. The flavor is just fucking off. Yeah, that's guess I'm the loser here. I just spent almost $4 on this, and I'm not having a good time drinking it, but at least it's 7.8%, so you know what, you're gonna feel it. So there's always a silver lining. Anyway, cheers on the final sip. Let's get ready to ratings and wrap this thing up. Left Field, Disco Demolition Night. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and say that this can is an outlier. Either it just didn't age well, which partly could be definitely fault of the brewery. Also could be the LCBO didn't store them as properly as they could before it went to their cold storage area, for the beer casing room and LCBOs. Maybe stored hot for too long of a time in their back, fucking, what do you call that? Storage, shipping, warehouse, whatever you call it. Could be that too. If I had a fresh pint of this, I could give it an honest review, or a fresh can, I could definitely give it a much better review. But as it stands right now, I'm not a fan. I really like the beginning of the beer. I like the aroma of the beer. The beer looks great. But as it stands, this particular can does not taste great. Again, this is from September 23rd, 2021. So it is almost 2 months old, granted. But there have been many a brew where I'm drinking a beer and it's 2 months old, maybe a little older, and still an IPA, and well, it tastes pretty damn good. This is not the one for me. Disco Demolition Night gets a demolishing 6.4 out of 10 for me. This particular can, again, if I had a chance to get a fresh can, I'd be happy to re-review and take a look at this beer again, because I know you, Left Field, you do a damn good job with beers. But this, at least representation right here, is not the best it can be. Again, could be in your control, could be out of your control. There's a lot of factors that go into it, so I don't know. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. Before I leave you guys, if you have any comments, questions, or beers I want to review in the future, you can leave all that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go ahead and like this video or subscribe to me, Mate Brewski, it'd be greatly appreciated as well. With all that said, that's going to do it for me, Mate Brewski. Like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers. At 7.8% though, can you be too mad? The beer's not as good as you hoped. Yes and no. Cheers.